I'd like to express my interest of being here and my pleasure to be among this group of scholars to introduce my research paper, which is entitled Waveform Follows Function a Pragmatic Analysis of Portmanteau Words. Let's first of all know what is meant by portmanteau words. It is a well-known definition that describes portmanteau words as words that combine two separate words whose meanings are blended by new words. So they are compound words combining elements from two or more sources and reflecting linguistic adaptation in communities undergoing cultural transition. These blends encapsulate the dynamism of language with a social context, showing the languaging and cultural amalgamation. So the origin of this word, it comes from the two compartment case for carrying clothes. They are adopted in the 60s. Early blends, they existed just like flooding. Sorry. You just make it somehow bigger. I can't see it quite well. Enlarge it, please.
You want to enlarge it?
Yeah, please.
Manipulating like these things here.
Maybe you put it on the mode.
The mode of slideshow.
Yeah, I can.
For the whole
the
screen.
Yeah.
Is that I have said it. I think I can pick the. I would think.
It's okay.
No, I'm sorry.
It's better. I think it's better now.
You should want it. You can get closer.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry about this.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
So it's the early blend, the play dying, but internal structure was obscure. So formation was motivated by prosodic factors. The reinterpreted as a deliberate process of reduction by compression, a highly productive source of new forms. Blending remained rare and incidental, so often they are used for witticism or humor in courtly contexts. Now, the reasons of the emergence of such words in the context, migrant communities, they often create portmanteaus words as they encounter new conditions, leading to rapid linguistic shift. So whenever we have immigrants in new communities, they may blend some words in order to be capable of communicating with others. Speakers may suppress their mother tongue for social or psychological reasons. The blends help acculturate to the new linguistic environment. Historical factors also are important, like migration to English-speaking countries, maximized those formations. The research aims and the problem of this research is, first of all, is to identify the expressions, to identify the common portmanteau words, expressions in discourse, to analyze their constituents and the morphological processes used in forming them, determine functions to identify their pragmatic functions in communication. Whenever we have a new word, it is supposed to be linked to the context in order to be used in the proper way. The problem lies in prioritizing productive portmanteaus, as many texts did not exhibit productive instances, making data analysis challenging. The rules of formation in order to form such words which reflect the human view of the environment and can arise from names, places, events, such as combining name and oceanic into moniker and Pacific, They are based on conventions and rules that ensure direct and obvious construction, crucial for coded communication. One of the processes of formation is adjacency. The blending act must occur within the same clause in spoken language to maintain flow and avoid jogging the listener. The other process is substitution. Elements are replaced or combined to create the new form. The other process is called non-collapsing. The new word must retain recognizable elements of its source words. So we keep the source words. Now, 3 types of portmanteau words, they are classified into based on their domains of use, ranging from popular culture to technical vocabulary and slang. The mass media and popular culture could be abundant. They often reflect humor and creativity. For example, Aerotropolis, it is used to catchy and easy to remember. Technical vocabularies, they are cross blends incorporated into authoritative dictionaries and often in high-tech fields, non-technology. Everyday language and slang, prevalent in internet slang and adaptations of existing forms. For example, sus, which is often dependent on the context. Those words are widely used in media headlines for discourse economy and to attract the attention. So we may find such words in media because, especially those days, we are too economic and we don't have much time to spend on maybe full forms. So we make such blends. The pragmatic functions, why we blend words. As I said that it is kind of economy, could be, and they are practical units of meaning that make discourse vivid and engaging. Several multiple communicative purposes are to be found here. Branding or identity. Signal product identity, for example, Frappuccino or community membership, tech mass, could be for humor and play, create a comic effect, exaggeration, or irony, such as Sharknado, something like that. Genre labeling, compactly named hypermedia practice, such as a vlog. We have the sociolinguistic indexing, signal group identity, or insider knowledge, such as Spanglish. The affective shorthand, convey emotional or bodily states, for example, ambivalent or evaluative stats. The data analyzed included 20 English language YouTube videos, mixing pragmatic, morphological, and sociolinguistic levels of analysis, resulted the following processes to be dominant in the creation of portmanteau words. The overlap blend, source words overlap on a shared segment. For example, breakfast and lunch could be like brunch. Concatenative blend, which is one source is enjoyed with the other word, stay vacation, staycation. And the syllable-wise function, whose syllables from each source are combined, such as Spanish and English, and the proper name fusion. 2 proper names are fused, and they often as media shorthand. The overlapping and the concatenative blends accounted for 60 of the forms reflecting need for brevity and phonological smoothness in naturally formed portmanteaus. The key findings and conclusions, those words are they flourish in everyday language, driven by creativity and social performativity rather than strict linguistic necessity. Humor and branding were the most dominant functions, indicating that portmanteaus are primarily created for entertainment and self-promotion. Blending is a productive process achieving linguistic economy and social performativity. Some portmanteau words are changeable, while others seem to be relatively timeless, in avoiding changing or being abandoned. Portmanteaus often obtain new meanings, which vary based on context. Once localized, those words, they often become global cultural identifiers. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Atyaf. Thank you so much.